Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. This is your science lecture of grade 5th and I am your science teacher Aparna Pandey from Arjun Progressive School, Lamachur. So students, as you all know that in science we have started our chapter number 8 and we have discussed few topics also. And the name of our chapter is Soil and its conservation. The name of our chapter is Soil and its conservation. So students, in our previous video, we had learned that what are the properties of soil and how many layers soil has. Then we have learned about the carrying away of topsoil with the help of wind and water, and then we term that as a soil erosion, right? In previous videos we had learned about the properties of soil. We had learned what is soil, then we have learned about the different layers of soil, right? And after that I have introduced you the term soil erosion. And what do you mean by soil erosion? The carrying away of topsoil by the blowing wind or water, that is called the soil. This all we have discussed in previous videos, and there we have also learned that due to this soil erosion, there occur a problem for the farmers because this soil erosion decreases the fertility of soil. This soil erosion decreases the fertility of soil, due to which farmers' crops are affected, as well as due to soil erosion uneven surface area, right? These all things we have discussed, and then we have started there a new topic, that was soil conservation. When we have started soil conservation, where I told you that when we protect the soil from getting eroded, or when we learn how to prevent the soil erosion, what we have learned, students, there that the protection of soil from erosion is called soil conservation. The protection of soil from erosion is called the soil conservation. And then we have also seen that how we can conserve the soil. Then we have started to see that how we can conserve soil. So, in this process, about the one topic, that is conservation of soil in clay fields. This we have started in our previous video, right? Conservation of soil in clay fields. We have started learning that how we can conserve the soil of clay fields, right? And in this process, how we can conserve the soil of clay fields, one method we have discussed, and that was by growing grass. That was by growing grass. How we can control the soil erosion by growing grass. This I have explained to you in previous video, and with the help of an activity also. I have explained you their activity also, right? Now students, in the same series, in the same topic, where we are discussing conservation of soil in clay fields, one thing, that is by growing grass, we have discussed. So the second method that we can use to protect the soil from erosion of plain fields or surface, that we can grow trees and plants. But we can provide planting trees, by planting trees and plants, by planting trees and plants, right? So let's see that how by planting trees and plants, how we can conserve the soil. Let's see that by planting the trees and plants, how we can conserve the soil of clay fields. number 76. Please open page number 76. What is given? By planting trees in plants. So soil erosion can be prevented by growing trees and bushes along the boundaries of the fields. What it is saying? It is saying that we can conserve the soil erosion. We can protect the soil erosion by planting the trees as well as we can plant bushes along the boundaries of the field. Especially, you have to grow these trees, plants and bushes along the boundaries. Means, suppose this is your field. Suppose this is your field. And here you have grown the different types of crops. Suppose this is the field and here you have grown the different types of crops. Okay. But what it is saying? To protect the soil from erosion, we have to plant trees or small. We have to plant trees and plants in the boundary areas or bushes. Or bushes we can plant in the boundary area. This is the boundary area of the field. So in this way, we can grow the trees and plants in the boundary fields. In this way, we can grow the trees and plants in the boundary field, right? Are you getting that point? That to protect the soil erosion, we have to plant grass. First thing we know. Second thing we are saying, we can plant the trees, plants and bushes, but where? Along the boundaries of the field. In the whole boundary, like this. In the whole boundary, we must grow the plants as well as the bushes, so that it can help in binding the soil, so that it can help in binding the soil. Let's see how. What it is saying? They act as a shield against strong winds. So these bushes, these plants which we have grown along the fields, they act as a shield against the strong winds. Means when strong winds will blow, at that time these trees, these plants and these bushes which we have grown in the boundary, they will protect the soil from getting eroded easily, because they will bind the soil. As you know, roots will be there. Suppose trees are grown where they have roots, plants are grown where they have roots, and bushes are there, they have roots. So these roots will bind the soil. These roots will bind the soil, and then for the wind it will not become so easy to take away or to carry away soil with it. Okay. Now, so this is the second thing that we have discussed, or that we have understood, how we can protect the soil from erosion of the playfield. First method we have discussed by planting grass. Second method we have discussed by planting trees and plants. Right? Third method that we can discuss, students, here is that by avoiding overgrazing. See, these methods are not new, because this I have already explained you during starting of the chapter. But if it is given here, let's discuss it again. By avoiding overgrazing. 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 What we are saying? We are saying that third thing, for controlling the erosion from playing fields, we have to avoid the overgrazing. Now, what is this overgrazing? Though you know, because I have explained this priorly, but let's see that what is given in your book. So, for this, you can open page number 77, students, and here is the topic. Okay, this is your topic. So, what it is saying? By avoiding overgrazing. Let's see what is given in your book. The grazing animals like cows, sheep, goat, etc. They eat grasses. The grazing animals means those who eat grass which is available on the ground. So the grazing animals like cow, sheep, goats, etc. they eat grass. When these animals are allowed to graze on a same piece of land continuously for a long time, the grass cover gets removed. Means, suppose this is the field. Okay, suppose this is the field and this field here grass is grown. Okay, students, suppose in this field here grass is grown. Means in this field is completely covered with the grass. Okay, and now we all means those who are having pet animals like cow, sheep, goat. They want to have food to their animals, so they are sending them in this. They are sending them in this field so that they can have food. And what is their food? Their food is this grass. So they are sending animals here. Animals like cow, animals like goat, animals like With the help of a mud, we are making boundaries like this. Okay. We have taken mud and we are making boundaries with this mud around the field. Now what are these boundaries? These mud boundaries which we have made around the field are called DUNDS muds. Now what is the role of muds? Let's see. See student, in place high boundaries of mud in the form of words can be built. The more high boundaries can be built. So the high boundaries of words with the help of a mud can be built. And why we are doing this? What we have done? We have made the boundaries of the mud and these are called the burns. These are called the burns. And why we are making these burns? With the help of these burns, the big farms are there, the big fields are there, big land is there in which we are growing crops. So we can divide that land into a parts. Let's see what is given here. It is saying, in place high boundaries of mud in the form of burns can be built around the field, as I have shown you here. After that it is saying, big farms can be divided into small fields with intermediate boundaries. Means suppose this is the field, so again one can be made here. So that this whole one field can be divided into two parts. So in this way again, when we have big farms, big land for growing crops, so we are dividing that land into many small parts. Why? So that if erosion is taking place, so it must not take the soil of whole field. Okay? Because if once it is there, then it will stop, it will protect the soil from erosion. Right? Now, trees should be planted on the boundaries of birds. And what we should do? And these birds can be covered with the help of a trees. Trees should be planted on these birds so that again trees can help in binding the soil. Okay, and binding the mud of these birds. Now student, another thing is that, see, here we have seen how we can conserve the soil in plain fields by growing grass, by planting trees and plants, by avoiding overgrazing and by making gardens. Okay? Now, similarly we have another method that we need for the conservation. It is conservation of soil on hilly slopes. This we have discussed for the plain fields. Now we have to see that how we can protect soil erosion from hilly slopes. So let's see how we can do that. So it is another. Okay. The second that we are going to discuss is conservation of soil. Conservation of soil on hilly slopes. Conservation of soil on hilly slopes. So beta, how we can conserve the soil on hilly slopes? For this, let's see what is given in your book. So student, again you can see it is the second point, conservation of soil on hilly slopes. Let's see what is given here. On hilly slopes, the flow of rainwater is very rapid. We know that when these are the hills and these slopes, if the water will flow like this, what happens that the flow of water is very strong. The flow of water is very strong. So what it is saying, on hilly slopes, the flow of rainwater is very rapid. This carries away a lot of topsoil. And now you can understand it very well that how it can carry away the topsoil. So it is saying on hilly slopes, the flow of rainwater is very rapid. This carries away a lot of topsoil. The soil erosion can be reduced by cutting the slopes into steps and terraces. Means it is saying that as these are the slopes, so to avoid the rapid water flow, because we know that from these So for controlling that, what people of hilly areas do, they make steps there. They make steps and terraces. What are these steps and terraces? See students, these steps and terraces are like that they are going like they are making such steps and terraces in the hilly slopes. Now what happens? Now as water was taking very easily the topsoil from these slopes, now it will become quite tough for it to take that much amount of soil from such terraces. Okay? So what it is saying? The soil erosion can be reduced by cutting the slope into steps and terraces. These steps slow down the flow of water. These steps slow down the flow of water. As you can imagine, if water will flow from the slope, so how fast it will flow. If water is coming from these steps, a little bit speed of the water will be decreased. So why these people are making these terraces and steps? So that they can control the speed of flow of water. So what it is saying, these steps slow down the flow of water. As the water flows down, some soil from one step is left on the next step and helps in the conservation of soil. Means if the soil will be carried from this step, then as water will move in another step and that soil will be collected in this portion. Again, when some portion of the soil will be taken from the second step, then there is a chance that third step will help in conserving that soil. It will help in stopping the flow of that soil in the further step. So, but it is these are the methods when here water is unable to take all the soil together and the soil is taken, the amount of soil can be stopped in the second step. So to protect the soil erosion, these such methods are applied. Okay, the steps slow down the flow of water as the water flows down. Some soil from one step is left on the next step and then help in the soil conservation. Farming on such terraces is called terrace farming, and which farming is called the terraces farming. And I hope student this type of farming you have seen in your villages, as your villages are in mountain areas, in hilly areas, in hill stations. So I hope these terraces and steps you have seen. Now what it is saying, afforestation or growing trees is another useful method for soil conservation on hill slopes. Another thing that we can do is afforestation. And what is afforestation? Afforestation means growing of trees. So growing of trees is another useful method that can be done for the soil conservation on hilly slopes. Now student, third thing that is the third way that we can use, that we can apply for the soil conservation is on fields near rivers. The another method that we can apply for the soil conservation is on fields near rivers. On fields near rivers. So let's see what this point is saying. On fields near rivers. R-I-V-E-R-S. On fields near rivers. So beta, what it is saying that during heavy rains, many rivers overflow and flooded the fields. Okay. As you can see, I hope that you have seen during rainy season in the news, in television, you have seen that how the area becomes flooded due to the rivers, due to the overflow of the rivers. So what it is saying, during heavy rains, many rivers overflow and flood the fields. The fields wash away the topsoil and causes soil erosion. That fields takes the that floods takes the topsoil of the fields and creates soil erosion there. To prevent floods and soil erosion, dams and embankments are built. Dams and embankments means that area where we can conserve the water, where we can collect the water, good amount of water. So what it is saying, to avoid these floods. because here the soil erosion is due to the floods. So to avoid these floods, we must create a dams and embankments. Embankments are the walls of stone or rocks built on the banks of river to prevent the floods. And what is this embankment? It is saying the stone or rocks built on the bank of the river. Bank of the river means, suppose this is the river and water is flowing here. So this is the bank of the river. This portion is bank of the river, and this portion must be embankment with the help of the strong stones. This must be embankment with the help of the strong stones, so that the prevent river to become overflow. These can help in protecting the water from coming out of the river. These so that they can help in the coming out of the river. Okay, I hope this you have seen the canals that in our area are flowing. I hope that you have seen that there are such boundaries of stones. So these are called embankment. These boundaries controls the overflow of water from the river. Okay. Embankments are the walls of stone or rocks built on the banks of rivers to prevent floods. These dams and embankments hold water between the banks and prevent soil erosion. Means when water will flow in the particular area with the help of these embankments, because at the bank of the river when embankments are there, so then water will have a particular direction, it will flow in particular direction. Similarly, in dams we have large dams, so we have the boundaries of the dam which protects the water from flowing out, which protects the water from flooding out. So what are these dams and embankments are doing? They are protecting the overflow of the water, and by protecting the overflow of the water, they are protecting soil erosion, because if overflow of the water will take place, then water will come on flip, and with the heavy flow of the water, the top layer of the soil will be removed, which can cause soil erosion. So students, now in today's class we have discussed that how we can conserve the soil of rain fields, how soil conservation can take place in these soils, and how on fields near rivers we can protect water from coming out. So, and with these topics, now this chapter is completed. So students, in today's class we have learned that how we can